Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we are doing a full face of the best of luxury beauty products from the year. Recently, I've been doing a series of videos focusing on some of the best releases and some of my favorite products of the year. So today we're going to sit down and do a full face with all of these wonderful products. But before we go any further, let's take a second to grab our iced coffee or a hot coffee. Let's take a sip and let's get started. And what makes today's video even extra special is that it is sponsored by Neiman Marcus. Thank you, Neiman Marcus. Now, I buy a lot of luxury beauty and you can buy these products at Neiman Marcus. Neiman Marcus is having a tiered gift card event and it starts today, December 28th, and goes until December 31st. So you have a few days to get in your Boxing Day style shopping. So when you purchase $250, you get a $50 gift card. If you spend $500, you get a $100 gift card. If you spend $750, you get a $200 gift card. And if you spend $1,000, you get a $300 gift card. And this is beauty and fragrance, so there's a lot to discuss here. There is a code to use to access this wonderful gift card event. It is capitalized JANGC. And again, this is today, December 28th until the 31st. So I just thought that this collaboration, this sponsorship made a lot of sense because like I said, I buy a lot of these luxury beauty products and Neiman Marcus has all of these luxury beauty products and there's a lot here to discuss. And so I'm sure many of you will want to partake in this wonderful tiered gift card event. But anyway, let's go ahead and dive into today's look. So first and foremost, let's start off with our wonderful base. The first thing I'm going to use is a primer, and this is my Chantecaille Anti-Aging Face Tint. I like using a good primer because a good primer just gives you such a beautiful base. So that way you use less foundation and everything just looks more natural. So I'm gonna go ahead and use a little bit of this just to even out my complexion and my skin tone. And this is packed with a lot of skincare ingredients. It's part skincare, part makeup. I think if you look for it, I don't know if it's in the skincare or makeup category, but if you just look for Chantecaille, it'll be there in like the new releases. So I don't really have to use that much, just a little bit. And everything just looks nice and fresh and lovely. Now I'm going into my Dior Lip Glow Oil. As you can tell, it is running dangerously low. This is the shade called Cherry. I think it is time for me to renew this. Yep, there's still a little bit left here. I love the oil because it's so incredibly nourishing. It doesn't have any of that tingling minty sensation from the maximizer. This is just a glorious, nourishing lip oil. And this is the shade Cherry, so it has a little bit of a cherry tint, but it's not too dark, and it's just going to be a nice prep and a nice base for my lips later on. So for the eyeshadow, I'm gonna go into my Tom Ford Honeymoon palette because this one here is so beautiful and I've really gotten a lot of use out of it. I'm kind of conflicted because I have other eyeshadows here that I really love. I have like the Sisley singles. I love the Sisley eyeshadow singles. I also have this one here, Sparkling Topaz, which is just such a beautiful one and done shadow. Let me just give you a little swatch here. This is really pretty when you just want to throw something on really quickly. Sparkling Topaz. It has like a bit of copper, a bit of bronze, a bit of gold, but I think I'm leaning more towards Honeymoon. This is Honeymoon down here. I think this is the only satin matte in the palette. It's nice that it's not like this chalky, gritty matte. It's really soft. So yeah, I think I'm leaning more towards Honeymoon today. I'm starting off with this color over here at first, and I'm just going to pack this on the lid pretty liberally. It's such a pretty finish. I need to use this palette more often. I think sometimes I see the palette and then I see like the cranberry and purple colors and I think I don't want that, but just because there are 4 colors in a palette, that does not mean that you need to use all 4 at once. Now, I am uploading today's video through the magic of pre-filming. Yes, I am filming this well before Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. I think today is like the 4th or 5th night of Hanukkah. But anyway, the magic of pre-filming. Hopefully by the time you are watching this, you have had nice celebrations. Hopefully you've got some nice presents and some nice stocking stuffers from Santa Claus. I certainly hope that Santa Claus was nice to me this year, Santa Claus being my husband, and I hope you got lots of chocolate. I honestly think that as an adult, it's really hilarious that I love getting socks and things like that as a stocking stuffer, and as a child, it was like the worst thing ever, but now as an adult, I'm like, you got me fuzzy socks? I love that. Now I'm going into this dark shade over here, and I am trying my best, you guys, to control this extra gene that just always wants to make everything a little bit too much. I'm controlling it the best I can. But I certainly hope that I got lots of chocolate and sweets and just like delicious things for Christmas. I honestly think that I enjoy getting edible gifts the most, like chocolates and cookies and things like that. That is the best. So I hope that for you. I wish that for you. I hope that you're watching this with a full belly and just enjoying your life. Maybe you're watching this and you're sitting in your new cozy flannel pajamas, whatever it is. I hope you're happy and cozy. This darker color is really nice because, like I said, it's not this like hard, chalky matte that's a bit hard to blend. The Tom Ford palettes are always a dream to blend together, so that's really nice. And it is dark, but you can build it up or sheer it out depending on how extra you are. I'm just sort of blending these out together with a big fluffy brush because I just want this to be a bit more seamless and a little bit less intense. But anyway, share with me if you got anything nice for the holidays, if you're doing anything, if you did anything. We like to have like a big holiday party at the beginning of December because that way we get to catch everyone before everyone flies away and goes off to different families and stuff. So we've already done our big celebrations, but let me know down in the comments what you guys are up to. I'm taking a little bit of that darker color from on top here and just tracing a tiny bit on the bottom lashes here. For the liner and mascara, I'm using the Sisley Phyto Kohl liner here in matte Tonka. It's just like a really nice, rich matte, and I like that it's waterproof, but it's also really easy to apply. It isn't dry. And then the mascara is going to be my Chantecaille Faux Cils Longest Lash Mascara. So this mascara is quite pricey, but here's the tea. This mascara is part mascara and part lash peptide lash primer. Like, you know, you can buy a lash primer separate and then apply mascara. This is it mixed in together, and you actually do notice a difference. It bulks up the lashes, it makes them more dense, more voluminous. It's a really wonderful product. So I'm gonna go ahead and do like a thin line with this and then go in with lots of mascara. So for the foundation, I'm going into my Givenchy Prisme Libre Skin Caring Foundation. I have the shade C305. I don't know why they have such strange numbers. Sometimes I prefer if it's like light, medium, beige or something, but it is C305. And I actually quite enjoy this, even though it's matte. If you had told me like 5 years ago that I would love matte foundations, I would not believe you. But somehow this is more like a soft velvet matte where it's very natural, because sometimes glowy foundations tend to be too glowy, you know what I mean? Like, it isn't natural, whereas this kind of gives you just more of a natural finish. And I'm going to use just like a little bit because I just want to even out my complexion a little. I don't really feel like I have much that I need to cover, so I'm just going to focus on the center here. But it is a nice foundation because it feels and looks really lightweight and natural. You can build it up to be more like a medium finish, but if you just add like a touch like I'm doing, just evens out everything and gives you like that beautiful velvety finish. Now for the concealer, I'm going into my Dior Forever Skin Correct. This is the shade 2WP. I like this because it has a nice peachy cut to it. So any dark circles, any bluishness will be covered up. And this you could use to spot correct as well. I just like to go in as a concealer. Now for the bronzer, I'm going into Guerlain, and this is the Terracotta Light in Medium Warm 3. So the compact looks well loved, because it is. It has been very well loved. When you actually purchase this new, it will look a bit fresher. You can see that there's a combination of lighter and darker bronzers, a little bit of highlighter, and this one here has more of a coral blush, like that little peak of orange here. There's other shades to choose from, like a pink one and, you know, different like lighter, darker shades. So what I do is I just swirl my brush like this and I get product. You certainly don't have to mix all the colors together, but I do, and that's why my compact looks the way it does. But if you wanted to, you could use this as like a multi-purpose cheek product, because it does have a little bit of peach coral to it. So this could be your bronzer and blush 2-in-1 if you felt like it. But they do have compacts that have more pink in them versus peach, depending if you prefer that tone. And then they also have some lighter ones and darker ones as well. For the blush, I'm going into Hermes. I love their white and bronze gold package here. It's very fresh. And this blush here is 19. It's called Rose Apricot. It's really lovely. I think it's going to go really nicely with the bronzer that I just used. Do you remember when these came out this year and everyone collectively lost their minds? Myself included. I'm not removing myself from that group. I was there too. I just went ahead and removed the excess oil that I applied. My lips are now nourished and ready for a lipstick. I'm going into my Sisley lipstick. This is the shade Monaco, and I love the packaging. Look at this. Look at the detail. It's so extra, and Monaco is such a beautiful red color. Going back into Honeymoon, I'm going to use this light color here, and I'm just going to place some on the inner corner of the eye. And for the last final touch, it is a fragrance. I have here a sample of the Yves Saint Laurent Libre perfume here. This is the Eau de Parfum, so it's a bit more intense. This is white floral. It's a very floral perfume. I'm noticing like jasmine, lots of lavender as well. It's a white musk, white floral, citrusy. I swear there's like a little bit of fruit, like black currant or grape or something, and a little bit of vanilla, but it's not like a sickly, cloying sweet. It's really fresh at the same time. I can see this being someone's like everyday perfume, you know. It's not basic, but it's very, very beautiful. And it has like a bit of powder and some musk in there as well. Let me know in the comments if you enjoy this YSL perfume, because it has been out for a few years. So some of you may already own it. And I think it also comes in different, I was gonna say incarnations. I don't think that's the right word. It comes in different variations. Like I think there's Eau de Parfum, intense versions, things like that. Well, all right, guys, I think this is nearing the end of today's video. This is a full face using a fraction of some of my favorites from the luxury beauty releases of last year. Some of these were new last year and some of these were just new to me, which is just as fabulous in my opinion, because I love shopping permanent collection items. It's more leisurely, it's more relaxed. I think it's more luxurious. I certainly hope you take advantage of this Neiman Marcus tiered gift card event, especially for those of you who have these wish lists that keep growing of luxury beauty products. Now is the time to take advantage, so go ahead and shop the links down below. I would love to hear from you in the comments, and let me know what were some of your luxury favorites from this year, and let me know if you'd like me to do a part 2 and do another favorites get ready with me, because I had a lot of favorites last year, so I could do another video like this if you want to. But anyway, I think that's all I have for you guys for today. So thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.